Hello and welcome to Animal Watch, and today is the return of the magnificent BlueBay Shepherd.
Is this the rarest and most beautiful wolfdog breed in the world? A colour so rare that when seen on a mythical-looking canine, it can't help but evoke feelings of awe and fascination, especially set off against those piercing yellow eyes. Animal Watch is the only YouTube channel to have exclusive access to the founder of this incredible breed, our last documentary having millions of views. That was 6 years ago. So what's new with the BlueBay Shepherd? Seeing photos of some of the unbelievably beautiful new faces on their website suggests that the breed is improving at an incredible rate. The dogs are becoming more breathtaking, more wolfy, and more otherworldly. A breed created to combine the striking looks of the wolf with the rarest colour you can get, blue, with an ever-lowering wolf content, so this dog can happily live alongside you with minimal wolf characteristics. Today we return to Florida to not only meet all the newest faces of the breed, take a look at these guys. We also get to meet little blue puppies. These puppies apparently are already reserved before they've even been conceived. Wow. And we organise a huge reunion of dozens of past pups on the beautiful beach in one of Miami's most beautiful suburbs, Jupiter. We will tell you the experiences of all the BlueBay dog owners as they travel to meet Animal Watch in person, to share with me why they love this otherworldly magical breed so much. We hope you'll love them as much as we do here on Animal Watch. Stay tuned for an episode full of mystical sunshine cuteness. Six years ago, Animal Watch was granted access to one of the most wowed dog breeds in the world. So rare that only one breeder has access to these dogs. Called the American BlueBay Shepherd after the colour it possesses, blue, and Bay after Palm Bay in Florida, to where they originated from. Shepherd comes from the German Shepherd content added to help with trainability. Firstly, this colour is super rare. A solid blue coat where a smoky blue-grey extends from the tips to the roots. It can be seen in some cats, rabbits, and pure breed pets. The dilution gene D is responsible for solid blue coat colour in dogs. This gene is recessive, so a dog must have 2 copies of the D allele to have a blue coat. This means both parents must have this gene in their ancestry, or the puppies will not be blue. How the dilution gene works. The dilution gene affects emulanin, the pigment that produces black and liver colours. When a black dog has 2 copies of the D allele, it becomes blue. When a liver dog has 2 copies of the D allele, it becomes Isabella, which is sort of a solid lilac colour. The interesting thing about the BlueBays is that they also have a blackish blue pigmentation, which means the yellow eyes are really framed by what can only be described as looking like black eyeliner. So quickly, let's make a clarification between a BlueBay Shepherd and a blue wolf dog, as there are many blue wolf dogs out there in the world which are not BlueBay Shepherds. A blue wolf dog, like my wolf dog Ocean, is simply a wolf dog that has inherited the genes for a blue coat, much like a black coat, a Agouti coat, or grey coat. It's still just a normal wolf dog and can come from any breeder, from any breed line, and be made up of any dog-wolf mix. The colour blue cannot be trademarked or owned, just like the colour black. Whereas a BlueBay Shepherd is a dog breed, bred and created by Vicki Spencer at her ranch in Florida. The puppies must be part of her breeding program. They must have her genetics and also her oversight. Vicki is attempting to lower wolf content while increasing wolfy looks. The issue both Vicki is having, which annoys her and me to be honest, is that any blue wolf dog in the world has recently been labelled as a BlueBay, which simply is not the case. Until she has a registered line out there and registered approved breeders, any random blue-coloured wolf dogs simply are not hers, bred by her or part of her plan. Unfortunately, some viral videos on TikTok labelled my blue wolf dog as a BlueBay, causing a worldwide mania which we are still all clearing up. Not that I wouldn't love Ocean to come from Vicki. It's just Vicki wants people to understand that a BlueBay must come from her directly and be part of her forward vision and very carefully controlled breeding programme, which hopes one day to have the breed officially recognised, just like the Czechoslovakian wolf dog has. Vicki did used to have blue wolf dogs though before the BlueBays, and these she considers to be her foundation blue wolf dogs. These have often been mid-content wolf dogs and included some of these beauties. These guys set the foundation for the breed and have passed on many of their wondrous looks to her breeding programme. And of course, who couldn't forget the beautiful Oakley, the foundation mid-content I fell in love with 6 years ago, resulting in my search for Ocean. The beautiful Oakley has sadly passed away since my last visit, but her spirit remains in my heart and totally reflects the sweet nature of this breed line. However, it takes a wolf dog expert to care for mid-contents, as many are skittish, don't like being inside, are destructive, dislike strangers, men in particular, and are possessive of food. So this is why the BlueBay was created, so as more normal dog owners could feel that they are able to look after one of these dogs. A breed with very, very low wolf content, one that acts more like a German Shepherd than a wolf. Most BlueBay Shepherds contain the following: blue wolf dogs at a low content, German Shepherds, Siberian Husky, Alaskan Malamute, and some have a small amount of Samoyed, Norwegian Elkhound, and the Belgian Grenadelle. Also today we will be addressing the hundreds of scams online that have resulted in fake Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube pages. Scammers using photos of other people's already owned puppies to get people to put down huge deposits online for dogs that simply do not exist. We will explain how to get a genuine BlueBay and that Vicki only accepts applications in writing to her house in Florida. Anything else online is a scam. But less chitty chat and more onto the visuals. I was so excited to have returned to sunny Florida, as the UK has been dark and rainy. Vicki lives close to the Space Coast and sunny Melbourne, in a wonderful natural location, so her dogs can have huge enclosures and peace and quiet away from neighbours.
Hello!
Hi! Long time no see.
Nice to see you
Been
guys.
a long time.
Oh my God! Oh, hello! It's so good to see you. We got babies. In fact, look,
We got
I'm
babies.
going to come in the middle here. These are so cute. They're like little bears, and the colour is so gorgeous.
Kind of a
Oh my
Kind of a heather
goodness.
grey.
How old is this one?
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Can I hold?
Yes, you can.
Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, goodness me. So we're back here today to make another episode of the BlueBay Shepherd because of course the BlueBay Shepherd is so utterly popular. One of my most favourite breeds. The colour, the temperament, everything about them is absolutely magical. And it's been 6 years since we've come to visit, and we're just going to meet all the new dogs and also address a few things that have been going around on the internet.
Yes.
So we've had a lot of impersonation going on with poor Vicki here. So we're going to talk all about that, and we're going to refresh ourselves with everything that's happened and just have a load of fun because these are absolutely gorgeous dogs. So come on then,
Okay.
let's go and meet the pack.
Let's go.
Yay!
So after being greeted in the best possible way with puppies, I was excited to meet some new faces I hadn't met before. Now on her website there were 3 handsome males that were taking centre stage for me: Skyjack, Wyatt and Stetson. So first up it was Cuddles with the derpy Skyjack. And when I say derpy, I mean derpy. This dog was so utterly beautiful with his deep blue tones, yellow eyes and such a long thick coat. Yet, he was so sweet. A total lovable sausage. In fact, he was so derpy and lovely that it was hard to get a photo of him looking intense, as he was just the sweetest boy and would pull derpy faces all the time, just like these. Then it was the Shire Wyatt. Wyatt is one of Vicki's mid-content blues and not considered a BlueBay. You can see he was quite shy with me. This is one of the reasons Vicki is lowering the wolf content, so she can remove a lot of the wolf shyness. I was assured that he was super cuddly with the family though, but oh my, wasn't he stunning? So large and regal. Then it was Crazy Town Stetson. I was warned about how happy he'd be to meet me, and boy, how he was. What a bundle of joy. He raced around with excitement when we first arrived, and when he calmed down, I was simply loved to death. A wonderful trait with the BlueBays. They are just so nice. It's good to have a demonstration of the energy too, though, showing the working breed history. You still have to be the type of dog owner that can exercise and entertain one of these dogs, considering the Shepherd, Wolf, Husky and Malamute ancestry. Stetson was such a beautiful colour too, and his fur was as soft as velvet. Then I couldn't wait anymore. It was puppy time! These babies were just so cute. Total bear wolves at this age, with fluffy woolly blue coats, some very quizzy, some nibbly, some playful, and some very cuddly.
Oh my God, look at these guys. Oh, I've got a really, really plucky one here. It just goes to show the characters in a litter are vast. So whenever you're looking to have a puppy, you've got to sort of work with the person that bred the puppies because their characters are so different. Like wolves, when they're born, they have bright blue eyes. And as they get older, it mellows, sometimes change to light green, and then it ends up being a beautiful bright yellow or amber.
I was in puppy heaven, and they all smelled of puppy milk and little toe beans. Talking of puppy milk, it was time for Mum to come in and feed her pride and joys.
So this is Nala, and she's 4 months old. Oh my goodness me, so you can see how they change. So she's just starting to get like the adult shape. Look at this gorgeous fur. I mean, it feels like velvet. You've never felt anything like it.
Now, there's one great way to assess the character of a breed, and that's to meet owners of many of the past puppies. So we all organised a fabulous meet-up near Jupiter in Florida. Many BlueBays love water, and as it was winter in Florida, not too hot this time of the year, we thought it would give them a great opportunity to play in the waves. We found ourselves a covered cabana and waited for all the dogs to arrive. So many beautiful faces, all blue-coated with piercing yellow eyes arrived, all very sociable and happy. We all headed to the beach for some fun in the waves. I decided to have a chat with some of the owners about their experiences with their BlueBays.
I'm here with Banks, and this is Ava, and Banks is how old?
He's 1.
He's 1, so he's still a puppy.
Yes.
I think he is just such a beautiful example of a BlueBay Shepherd because he's calm, he's easy to be around, but he looks so wolfy. So what's he like in public when you're walking him and other dogs come along?
He's perfect. He doesn't really pay attention to other dogs. He's a service dog, so he comes everywhere with me. Airports, restaurants, like literally everywhere, and he doesn't pay attention to any other dogs.
Really? So what sort of training have you been doing with him?
We have a trainer, but it's also just his natural personality. Like, he's just so calm.
Really?
Like, at 7 months, we flew to Canada. It was 6 hours straight.
Wow.
He slept the entire time.
Have you tried having him off the leash, or do you just walk him on the leash at the moment?
Right now, we still do on the leash. That's the one thing with him. He just loves everyone and everything. He just wants to go say hi.
I think that's an important thing to talk about because obviously the German Shepherd makes them very biddable to a degree.
Yes.
But then the Nordic breeds, they can be aloof. So you always have to have that little bit of caution.
Yes.
So we're here with Jackson and Jason, and of course you've got a lovely story, haven't you, about what inspired you to go and find him here. What is it?
Everything about my boy is the best. He's from a vacation we took in Jackson Hole skiing, Wyoming, and we saw this picture in the store of a wolf in Wyoming in the wild, and it had such a serious look on its face, like it was probably gonna eat something, and it was just so cool. I was just like, that embodies the American spirit. I need a dog every day in my house that looks like that. And we went and got on the internet and found that there does exist such a thing, and it was this beautiful beast. We're blessed to do it, and we love him every day of our lives. He makes better.
What's it been like having him in the house? What's he like to
He's a
just hang
challenge.
out
He's
with?
got a sense of humor. He likes to steal my undershorts and parade around the living room with them until I'll chase him, because he loves to be chased. But he gives them back whenever I really insist on it.
And how old is he at the moment?
He's 1 year.
Ah, so he's still a puppy.
Yeah.
What's he like in public when you get out there and you're meeting other dogs?
He
and stuff?
loves people. He loves human babies. He loves puppies and dogs. It's the son I'll never have. I love him. Yeah,
Aw,
he's the best.
That's a wonderful story.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here with Arlo, and this is Alexis. This dog is so relaxed. Is he this relaxed when he's in the house with
Yes,
you?
he sleeps all day. He's been like this since we got him. He is the easiest dog I've ever had, and he is just such a vibe.
And you were saying that he's a service dog.
Yes, so we travel all the time. He's been to probably like 5 states so far. He's almost 2 years old, so we have a lot of plans to go up to different national parks and give him the best experience he can out in the wilderness.
What was it like raising him from a puppy?
Honestly, it was the easiest thing I could have asked for. Everything came naturally. He just picked up things so quickly.
Is he really confident, or has he got any spooky moments?
He's so confident. Everywhere he goes, he explores, and he's just chilling. He has been the biggest blessing I could have ever asked for.
Well, it had been a busy day, but I was eager to get all the newest updates from BlueBay founder Vicki Spencer and all her hopes and plans for the future of the breed.
I'm really excited because I'm back with the BlueBay Shepherds. There's a raccoon up the tree, so if you guys see Skyjack here suddenly staring up the tree, that's because he wants to eat the raccoon. But we're going to save the raccoon later, so that's all fine. The raccoon's not going to come down.
We're going to send Annika up the tree to get the raccoon.
Let's go over a few misconceptions. In the last year or so, the BlueBay Shepherds have been in the press a lot. Everyone's been talking about your beautiful dogs, but with it comes this sort of misconception about what a BlueBay Shepherd is. So Vicki, how would you describe BlueBay Shepherd in your own terms?
Well, it's a breed in progress. Obviously, everybody knows it does have wolf in its background and its history, along with the German Shepherds and 5 other breeds. And the purpose is really not to develop anything new as far as what dogs can or can't be, but just a different look, a good, stable, trustworthy family dog.
So what we're saying is BlueBay Shepherds belong to Vicki. They come from here. They were bred here. Random wolf dogs all over the world. Just because they're the colour blue does not mean they're a BlueBay Shepherd.
The blue is simply the color, the coat color.
Do you know what I think is just so interesting is what you were saying to me, that you can get it in the wild.
The Eastern Timber Wolf so far is the only wolf that I've been able to find that does produce blue. And it's very rare, very rare.
Yeah, I imagine it's so rare.
I believe it's 1993 when they reintroduced them into Yellowstone. There was one female that was blue.
Wow.
She was that slate color. I can't remember what her number was. They didn't give them names, female number. But she had a blue coat. She was the prettiest thing. The pictures that I saw of her, she was solid. But like most wolves, their solid coat, the black wolves do the same thing. They don't stay black, they don't stay blue. They start phasing out, getting the white around the muzzle. It's not from age, it's from maturity, and sometimes, you know, down the legs, and then they get the undercoat that has the lighter coat. Whereas with blue German Shepherds, they're born blue as puppies, and they most always get darker, and then they look black. They don't even look blue.
That's amazing. The next thing we want to talk about is they've got so popular, the BlueBay Shepherd, that it's led to a spate of impersonation.
Yeah.
We've had huge amounts of Facebook pages pop up that all say that they're Vicki or Southern Breeze or BlueBay Shepherds, and taking deposits of people, vast amounts of money, to reserve dogs that don't exist. So if anybody wants to actually have a true BlueBay Shepherd, there is literally only one way you can do this. And what's that, Vicki?
Check my website, bluebayshepherds.com. And that's where the puppies are listed when they become available. They're always sold prior to being bred.
So you were saying people actually have to write to you at this address?
Yes.
So if there's something
payments
else...
are always sent to this address. It's sent to my personal address, which is on the website as well. If they're asked to make payments to anybody besides Southern Breeze Kennels and send it anywhere other than my address, they are dealing with a scammer.
So please, please, please don't get sucked in by all of this. Just go to her official website and you can deal straight with Vicki. How long has the BlueBay Shepherd been around?
I put the first litter on the ground in March of 2011. That was with the foundation animals, the German Shepherds, and my blue wolf dogs. For the first few years, German Shepherd was the only purebred in the breeding program. You know, the wolves were wolf dogs 5 generations back, so the first BlueBays on the ground were 6 generations. Now there's 7, 8 generations, and altogether there's 7 breeds. But I've only added 2 full breed dogs, which was the German Shepherd first, and the Belgian Groenendael several years later.
And then we've got other things like Husky is in there, and
Malamute, Norwegian Elkhound, a little bit of Collie.
When you put a little bit of German Shepherd in, you get some very, very biddable dogs. It's the fine line, isn't it, between stopping them from getting too shepherdy,
and
in appearance,
but
correct, keeping that lovely biddable nature that you get from the German Shepherds.
Yeah, it's worth it to most people because you have to stop and think when you get a dog, you're pretty sure you're going to have the dog 12 to 15 years. You don't want to buy something just because of its looks. So to me and to most people that get the BlueBays, it's worth giving up a little bit of that extreme wolfy look for the trainability and animal that you can live with in the house and enjoy that can be a part of the family.
What would be your ideal wolf content that you would get to eventually?
My ideal, I think, is impossible. My ideal would be DNA-wise for no wolf at all to show up.
That'd be amazing.
And right now, each litter is a little different because I am still, adding to build the gene pool. So every one isn't, exactly the same. But right now, what I'm having the best luck with, I think, is anywhere between 15% to 20.
As well as him being completely relaxed like this, he has his bursts of energy, and it's really important to tell the viewers out there that these dogs originate from working dog breeds. So they're not just pretty dogs for you to have in the house. You have to be under the mentality of somebody that's going to get out there with your dog and you're going to train it. There's also a level of stubbornness, and of course I feel that's obviously from the sled dog breeds. Some of the BlueBays do really well off the lead. Some are more like
because I don't want anybody to think that if you get a BlueBay, it's going to look like a wolf and it's going to be perfect and it's not going to eat your couch and it's not going to do this or do that, because a German Shepherd will do that. Pretty much any breed will if they're left alone and they're not trained.
Look at this little baby. But there's one thing I can say is that they're so affectionate.
Yeah, they
aren't they? Just the sweetest little things. Look at you. Look at you.
No, she's one of the more calm, laid back ones. He's a little more energetic, this one is.
What you've got spot on, Vicki, is the eyes. Some of the boys, they're big.
Yeah, I've had 2 of them get to 130 pounds. That's not the average. The average, I would say, for the males is probably 85 to 100.
Okay, and then the females are more
and the
petite,
females,
right?
generally speaking, yes, they are.
Somebody's coming to get a BlueBay Shepherd off you, and they're taking them home, and the first thing you say to them is socialization. Is that the most important thing?
Yeah, but they pretty much know that by the time they come, because when people come to pick up their pups, I've had contact with them for generally like a year, so I know what they're looking for. And it's not that I'm going to say, okay, this is the pup that I picked for you, that's the best for you. But most of those people want my opinion because they've told me what they want for their family life, what type of animal they're looking for.
Because these dogs are descended from pack animals, they also love company, right?
Because in the wild, wolves are a family. They don't want to be loners.
Do you get some people that have them on their own?
A lot of people take them with them everywhere. But there again, if you get one that's got that rowdy temperament, it's going to be kind of hard to do.
So it's nicer to get some other canine members to be in the family.
Oh yeah. Then when you have to go somewhere that you can't take your animal with you, you're not leaving them alone.
How about living with other animals like cats?
I have a lot of people have BlueBays and cats, and they get along remarkably well with really small dogs. I mean, some of them even, birds and things. Each one is individual. Some of them just have more that prey drive that if something moves quickly, they instinctively want to chase it.
In conclusion, this breed puts the biggest smile on my face every time I visit. The dogs are just so very nice, loving, friendly, and devoted to their families. They are absolutely beautiful to look at, but there are a few things you must know before ever planning to have one. They come from working dogs. Yes, the wolf content is low, but this does not equate to easy. German Shepherds and sled dog breeds are very active and require loads of exercise and training. They need lots of socialisation, as an unsocialised one can still end up timid if not taken out as a puppy to meet lots of people, dogs, and have wonderful positive experiences. They are powerful and will pull. You need to train them from a young age to walk correctly. Some can be let off leash that exhibit more German Shepherd traits, but some others cannot, that have inherited more aloof sled dog personalities. Their coats are long and need regular grooming. You should never clip one of these dogs out of laziness, as their coats protect their skin. They get ear knots, which need addressing monthly. They are all slightly different. From the meetup, you could see that many of the dogs varied in size, coat, personality, and trainability. Be prepared to be very flexible. There is a huge wait list. These dogs are in demand, so be prepared to commit and wait. If you live outside of the USA, you'll need to fly over and fly the puppy to your country yourself, and that's if you pass Vicki's assessment, as she is reluctant to send any out of the USA unless she knows and trusts the person. Vicki takes all applications in writing only to her address. This is how you know it's a genuine BlueBay Shepherd. If someone is trying to sell you a BlueBay online, it's most probably a scam. You must go visit Vicki if you want a puppy. Her screening is thorough to make sure only the best people have a puppy. And finally, if the dog is not from Vicki in Florida, it is not a BlueBay Shepherd. However, if you still think this breed is for you, then good luck, as these dogs are simply precious and wonderful to have in your life. Since we filmed this, Vicki has managed to get her genuine YouTube page up and running, so she can finally close the impersonation account down once and for all. Here is her genuine YouTube page, not this one. So please check carefully when inquiring.
You also have a Facebook page, don't you?
Yes, but they probably won't get in touch with me now, my daughter Karen. If somebody gets on there and they join the group and they want to know where they can get one, obviously she contacts them and lets them know. But
it's a good place to look at pictures.
And to talk to people that actually own them and find out, is this really what I want?
Yeah, so the website is www.bluebayshepherd.com.
.com.
That's it.
Well, I have
Simple.
.com, I have .net as well.
Do you? Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to write that on the screen. That is the only place that the BlueBay Shepherds come from. No random Facebook pages, no random Instagram accounts, nothing on TikTok. There's so many scams going on at the moment that we have to shut this all down. And just keep your eye out for these guys, because honestly, they are the most beautiful and exciting breed, I think, that has come along for a long time. And I look forward to see how they get on in the future. It's really, really exciting. And if you enjoyed this episode, then please give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel by clicking the button in the bottom hand corner, and tune in every week where we'll be bringing you more amazing episodes on dogs, wolves, animal rescue.
There's a button down there.
Conservation. Bye for now. Bye from this little sausage, look.
Sausage.